Okay, so let's see. The chieftain's beamy guide your steps to the illuminated land. Come the way lies downwards. Follow the path of the coral rock and join your comrades below. All are gathered, yes? Then I shall describe the path you must take. In the cavern beyond, follow the wall down and down and down. Once at the bottom, find a passage to the northwest. Then continue west and west and west. The way is not simple. Keep your friends within shouting distance and do not stray into the deep. Just before the journey's end, you'll find the Clabian Gap and the barrier we placed at its mouth. The obstacle will fade should you raise a hand towards it. We have made it so. Most sufficient explanation. We thank you for your guidance. Right, deeper in depth we go. Jeez, it was right there. Our guide bade us travel the cavern floor and thence to the west, yet to unseen the twisting tunnels, justified symbols shaped and stretched Rather than rely on direction alone, I suggest we scout and care and rely on the path ahead to those who come behind. Look, you have a choice of two routes from here. You can either take the long way to the south along the rocks or skip along the coral branch as Elise has done. I for one shall be following my sister's example. There you are. Come on, I think I found the tunnel we were looking for. Damn annoying. Here, this must be the area that Andu spoke of. Well, that was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness. Those treacherous path indeed. Now I believe one of us needs to but raise a hand to banish the next obstacle. Logan, I'd like you to do the honors. Of course, always me. Come on, just like that. I suppose we should head in. Like it as not, this tunnel will be the perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let's all stay aware of our surroundings, shall we? An urgent bitch.
By the gods.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
Looking to notice the style of the architecture. It is the same used for the remnants of at the cups and the murals painted towers. Look closely. Emmett Shadowbringers has not simply reclaimed these ruins. He has layered a semblance of an entire city upon them. Gods, the magnitudes of these artifices is staggering. Though it pains me to admit we did not fully understand the feats of which an old word Asian is capable. It's intimidating, yes, but we have somewhere to start. Why don't we have a closer look at the tower to the southeast? We might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. Look at the size of those doors. Now I know how pixies must feel. Look and recognize. Welcome to the city of Amarant. Will you be riding the lift? Yes. Did the building just welcome you? Yeah, it's not so passing strange. Did Emmett says not invite Logan to visit his abode? His plane die was coming at was expected. And where will this lift be taking us? The lift serves as every level at our heights, but printers silently configured, convey passage directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In the absence of some few hundred yalms of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. With emphasis on we, I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. As you wish, the lift will arrive shortly. Next up, ground floor. The facility includes the Borough of Administration, the Borough of Architect, and the Capitol. It's only this doesn't that you start to realize how big the billion trillies are. What the voice call the city? Amarot? Look over there. Is that a person? Ah, no, my mistake. That's a giant. Doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. I don't know. A resident of this place may have much and more to tell us. So we make the first move. Alvin, you can't just hug. Praise use my boldness, but might I ask you a few questions? What adorable costumes. How odd, that sounds like no language I've ever heard, and yet I understood every word. Just as he understood us. And which district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. Stand in the prostrate district, wherein the instructions most vital to management of our star. Ah, I see. You kind of marvel at the workings of the Convention of 14. Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw near, and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. Doesn't understand that gaining an audience at this time will be next to impossible. Hey Blaz, how's it going? You should hurry home now, before your family's begun to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We will be fine. How's your day been going? Very well. Take care, little ones. What was that all about? I'm doing alright. Had a good time camping and stuff. To my eyes, these people appear as arcane entities. I expect Init shall wove them from ether, much as he reconstructed the rest of the city. Got back from camping, and then, it's Father's Day, so relaxing a little bit for now. The final days. Such words will befit the oblivion described to us by our Asian foe. A caster of unprecedented scale, which did set in motion the summoning Zordek, and thence Hydaelyn herself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? This is a little further than where Ant is, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with it or not. The man spoke as they were rushing to invent it. Unless, for these people, the distant past is here and now. I believe thou hast the right of it, Master Alphinaud. The third Amarat and his residents appear to be phantoms of a different age. Yashar's hath restricted in memory, a moment in time from before the star was surrendered. So we find ourselves in a long destroyed city inhabited by the long departed. An unusual situation to be sure, but at least we're able to parley with these ancients. Been having a good weekend? In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage. Split up, strike us in conversations, and see if we can learn the location of our quarry. And while we're at it, it won't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding the Convention of 14 and their impending disaster. To mingling, then. Let's meet back here when our jaws start aching. Okay, so we're going, I guess, well, let's start with this one maybe. Twould seem the hall is host to most precautious visitors this day. And what, pray tell, shall the subject of our discussion, young one? Ah, the convention and the handling of the coming peril. 'Tis only natural that you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As all know, the 14 are the wisest and most prudent among us. They are the stewards of order, responsible for decisions that will keep the star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, La Habrea, or the embassy, Elias, you see is occupied by the elected sage of surpassing intellect. Lograf, Minton, Elmot Shouch, their individual titles have, as gesture of respect and manner of tradition, become synonymous with their incumbents. Thus, it is with great incredulity that I greet this recent rumor that a seat in the convention is soon to be left vacant. If proven true, it would seem an unprecedented development, a testament to the immense pressure under which our saviors are toiling. In any event, I, for one, am confident they shall deliver our star unto salvation. Next. I was really hoping it was going to be more cutscenes than reading today. A little tired after camping since Wednesday. Good gracious, child. Where is your family? You should not be alone at a time like this. Run along home, quickly now. Have you not heard? Though yet confined to the lands across the sea, a terrible phenomenon affects our star. They're calling it the final days. This said, it starts settling, a cacophonous kneeling from beneath the earth. The sound distorts all living things within earshot and wrests from us control of our creation magics. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair, every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds and given substance, an eternal fall of fiery rain, an inconsistent spawning of nightmarish beast. None can point to the source of the phenomenon. 'Tis as if the star itself has fallen ill, as if a force incremental to life now festers and spreads. 'Tis only a matter of time until Maratu responds to that discordant squall. You should stay with your loved ones, child. Stay with them. Strange. And on his image cells, I'm afraid you have wrong off his little one, and besides, he is far too busy to field questions of curious children. Surely you have been told of the looming catastrophe. Every resource available to convention must be spent upon ensuring our world survives. They have yet to make an official announcement, but it is said the 14 are moving forward with a plan to scarce credible proportions, one which promises to grant will to the very star itself. They'll invoke our mightiest spells of creation to birth an entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and then all will rewrite the laws of existence. 'Tis a huge undertaking and must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. Thus I say to you again, do not hold out hope for an audience. And back to where I was. Maybe I'll try to go get the... see if I can get that. Tune. We're there? Huh. If I was not certain before, then I am now. The people of the sea believe they face the end of the world. I cannot imagine what purpose compels Emmett Smith to recreate this ancient emerald. And yet, I fancy I hear his words to us echoing through this throughout this ocean trench. He would have his story known. We can compare notes once the others return. Hopefully then our next move will become clear. Twisting our conversations were much alike. A looming disaster, creation magic running rampant, and the convention's efforts to bring salvation out of chaos. I suppose there was talk of little else in the time when these events came to pass. Uringer, if I may, what are your thoughts on the ancients' art of creation? A fascinating discipline indeed. Aught the mind can conceive may be rendered in reality. All that is required is a clear concept upon which to focus one's will. This is not dissimilar to primal rites taught by the Asians, when ritual ceremonies beneath life into figments of myth and legend. I see we arrived at the same conclusion then. The people who lived in the age before the Sundering were blessed with vast reserves of mana. No matter how draining these creations' magic might be, it seemed they paid the cost with not more than a fraction of ether, which coursed through their own bodies. If we were to attempt the same, such spells would soon deplete our energies, and then seek to draw the balance from elsewhere, from a hoard of crystals mayhap, or from the very land itself. Thus, when the art of creation was placed into our hands, it became, in effect, a means for destruction. An entrance to matter with no doubt bears further study, but despite all these revelations, I worry we are now closer to finding element shells. Has anyone learned aught which might lead us to his location? Not directly, mayhap, but from what we've heard, it seems the conversation of 14 is sequenced in a nearby Capitol building. We went to see for ourselves. The attendant would not let us through without a writ of permission. So I tried to look at the Bureau of Administrator, where we thought those permissions might be issued, but the clerk just said that she couldn't help us since our names didn't appear in the registry. That's where we gave up. I wonder though, Logan, could you be eligible for one of those writs? The voice in the list seemed to know who you were. It might be that your name is registered as a borough as well. Worth a look, I'd say. Meanwhile, I'll head back to the capital and search for a less official point of entry, just in case. Pray allow me to accompany thee on the reconnaissance. An arcane perspective may prove needful. I think I'd like to speak with more of those ancients. Maybe something that could help cure Logan's condition. Would you mind coming with me? Of course, I don't mind. Just lead the way. Then Charlotte and I will busy ourselves with further explanation. There is surely more intelligence to be had. And so we part ways once more. This time, however, let us reconvene in front of the Capitol. I must say, little one, those garments you're wearing, they are your own original concept, I take it. Clearly they must be given their rather singular flamboyance. I would never dream of stifling Fletching's creativity, but to parade about in your cultivated industry is highly praiseworthy. An offering of character shares the creation of the community. They do not hoard them for the use of alone. To delight to display is a mark of the morally deficient. Disparity engineers feelings of want and resentment, which degrade the bonds of fellowship. Thus do we encourage creators to share and share alike, else we risk kindling embers of convulsiveness and violence that ever smolder in the hearts of all. Therefore I must implore you, little one, to cast aside your original trappings and don the commercial robes, that you might acquit yourself as an equal among many. In so doing, you will be afforded greater respect and anatomy. Worry not, for this is a simple affair. I recall seeing a gentle soul outside the hall of rhetoric carrying robes perfectly suited for one of your diminished status. I'm sure they will glad share their wealth with you. But do hurry, little one. The eyes of the collective are ever watching and weighing your worth. Aren't we looking rather smart this day? What can I do for you, little one? Rose is serving Lario of your assemble? Ah, how prudent. Alas, I have nothing I can offer you at this present time. The ones your associates saw me carrying earlier were a failed experiment. I never intended to make them so small, so I disposed of them shortly thereafter. Right, means the expression I gather you find it odd that your elders can fail in so simple of application of creation of magics. It is more common than you may realize, little one. In this instance, a gaggle of children were passing by as I held the image of the rose in my mind's eye. Simply by becoming aware of their presence was the form of illness and the final product changed. All things considered, it could have been worse. Just the other day I was attempting to conceive a white-haired lion, when all of a sudden this exquisite eagle alighted on the nearby railing, giving me quite the shock, and dramatically altering my initial concept. Yes, indeed, it was a most unexpected development, but not altogether unwelcome one. Great strides are often born from unexpected impetus. But even inspiration has its limit. For all that wonders we have wrought, I do wonder if there will come a time when we have fully explored the potential of our powers, when there is truly nothing left unmade, and only iteration and imagination and stagnation remain. But such distraught matters need not concern you, little one. For now, I would encourage you to embrace your creativity and work your magics without the fear of failure. Nevertheless, it would still be in your best interest to don the appropriate robes to avoid excessive scrutiny. Once you go to a bureau of architect and request appropriate concept so you can fashion one yourself. I don't think I'm going to read these side quests for now. I'll read the main story quest, but I don't think I'll do the side quests. Get more viewers, I will. Back down. Are they not wanted?
Nobody's wanted it for the last 6 months or however long.
Yeah.
So now she's crying, stomping her feet down, saying that she wanted it and she should have got it, not Logan. Like, there's only one. It's been 6 months.
Yeah.
That wall road. Great Chris.
Yeah. Not too surprising, I guess. What are they doing now? Watching what? Oh. Hmm? No. Is there anything that sounds good to you? I'm figuring either Mexican or Chinese, probably. Really? I don't know what else there really would be to choose from. I don't know what else there really would be to choose from. Visitor Rit? Yes, I can assist you. Full name, please. Logan Hunt. Please wait near the counter while I confirm your details. Logan application is ready for collection. As your residency was approved by Element Smelch himself, further forms of identification will not be required. Here are your application documents. Submit them at the Borough's Secretariat, and the clerk will issue you your visitor writ for the capital. I guess I could go ahead and try. Make sure that everything's all repaired. Next, please. Visiting the capital, are we? Please take a seat. Your name will be called once your application has been processed. May I? You think are from time beyond ours have you followed in the wake of Element Smelch? Nay, there is no cause for alarm, as Emily is shade, here and not here. I know only that my name is Hythlois, and that this city is a recreation, a phantom moment plucked from the well of history. These others seemed unaware of their pale existence, but I wonder if Emmett's mind was distracted when it came to my reconstitution. A stray thought would have been enough. Hyphlois will realize the truth, for example. We were close friends once, you see. Yet, in spite of my perception, I play the same role as all the rest. A bit part, meant to bring color and noise to the well-crafted stage. Too much scrutiny, and we shall burst. Thus I tell you again, my presence is not to concern you. I wish only to share your companies whilst we wait. If you come this far, you know the catastrophe which awaits us on our morrow. The final days, what began as isolated incidents, soon swelled into a world-spanning threat. The Convention of 14, well, it was 13 at the time, endeavored to create a will of Forestar to repair the fundamental laws of order and halt the spread of destruction. But creation on such a scale required an immense source of power. For those of us who still lived, nearly half offered up their lives in the name of salvation. And from their sacrifice, Zodiac was born, just as we had hoped. He reached forth and halted the march of oblivion. Yet, oh how the star had suffered, so many species lost, the land was blighted, and the waters poisoned, and even the wind has ceased to blow. Once more did our people give themselves to Zodiac, another half of our race sacrificed to cleanse the world, to ensure that the trees, and cycle of life has begun anew, and we're concerned the means by which we might protect it. The convention decided thus. We would nurture our world until it is bursting with fertility. Then when the time was right, we would offer some portion of his living energy to Zordar. In return, he would restore to us those brethren whose souls he had fed his strength, and together we would resume our roles as stewards. There were, however, those who disagreed with this plan. They argued that enough had been sacrificed to Zordar, and this new world should belong to the lives newly born. Those descendants surrendered their lives' energies in the creation's Heidelin, an incarnation of their opposing belief, and for the first time in history, our people stood divided. Know you, then, how? I thought you might. No Smirch has ever been champion of the world will of Zordar. The original plan may have been set back by millennia, but we will have not abandoned his course. He will pay the price for our return for whatever means is necessary. And though he may carry himself with a certain guilt ease, Elmish Smelt is not a man to bear his burdens lightly. In fact, I imagine they have their own grown heavier with every passing century. It is truly a terrible weight he has chosen to carry. Logan Hunt. Since your turn has come, pray do not let me keep you. Ah, there was one last thing. You walk with another at your side, yes? Nay, I see no divine, definite form, just the faintest suggestion of a second soul, if that was visible to anyone but me. Otherwise, I assume only you can see and hear this internal companion. Your connection is hardly a coincidence. In our time, the two of you were one. The color of your souls tells the tale. He that the sin of cannot be mistaken, no matter how within the soul is spread. Ha! This is just the kind of fate I might expect from one such as he. Surely and such has recognized the hint of him in you. Logan Hunt. Very well, my new old friend. May you find what it is you seek. Your visitor writ as requested. When you wish to gain admittance to the capital, simply present the documentation to the attendant within. Finally, you were gone so long I was on the verge of mounting a rescue party. How fared you in the bear crack adventures? Ah, I see, my instincts were correct. And good thing too, your and your eye weighed our chances of breaking into the capital, and an official entrance is by far the most attractive option. The capital boasts not a single in mid-century. 'Twould seem that in their time they did not deem it needful to post guards. The windows and doors, however, appear heavily warded. The mightily did we strive with strength mundane and magical, we failed but budged them even a fraction of one limb. Perhaps was simply the case that such recreation did not extend their usual function. We didn't try everything, of course, but we thought it best to conserve our time and energy for more pressing matters. Speaking of which, Rain and I tried asking about your gear for you. The problem is these ancients didn't exist beyond ours today. They'll happily tell their own tales, but whenever we attempt to explain our situation, the conversation quickly becomes muddled. What have you, Logan? What authority interest said during your efforts to attain a writ? great sacrifice of life is exchanged in the Brethren resurrection. You say all Alcian scheming has been leading to this? At this time, but if they still mean to enact this plan, then things won't end with the rejoining. I thought we knew their intentions in full, restore the worlds to his former glory, and enter by Zodiac to reclaim his throne as the will of the star. Yet that was merely a step along the way. I hesitate to put it into words, but we have assumed the following, that the final rejoining, the Ascians mean to devour the lives of the source to make their sacrifice to Zodiac. That does seem the most likely scenario. Perhaps those who are allied with the Ascians would be spared that fate. But what value is there in surviving when all of our history, all of our struggles would be erased? I cannot conceive such an act. Of course not, and that's saying not of what our selfish plans are for the Azar's part. Do we stand by and let him threaten our future as well as our past? We can find him, Logan, and when we do, make your mark, change the course of history in a way that felt by those who came before and those who came after, by everyone you've ever met. Oops. Is fighting our Schmidt the only way? Create the entire city. It'll take everything we have to defeat him, if we even can. And if you push that hard in your current state, the light will break free. The decision to press on lies with you, just as it lies with each and every one of us. Do you remember that talk we had atop the tower in Morgsig? I'm still the same mind now as I am then. I don't abandon you, you don't abandon me, and together we make the difference in this fight. There's always hope if we look for it. I saw it again and again as you tore those vials of light from the sky. If we keep taking the next step forward, there's a chance we'll find a way to save you. So no matter how long it takes or how much it hurts, you can count on me to keep on walking. After he spoke of the disaster we would bring upon our own heads, the ceaseless conflict, I imagined how he would sneer to see what's become of the first, then to mention the perilous predicament. Yet who can deny the fire your deeds have ignited in people's hearts? Achieve what my logic and ideals never could, untying desperate peoples under the banner of hope and common purpose. Without you, the giant Talos would never have raised its head. I've borne witness to many such miracles at your side, and will do so again. This is but another obstacle in the road. So come, let us travel it. Drag me through wonder and danger as you won't do, and I shall endeavor not to slow you down. As well as thou knowest, if we were to usher Amulet unto his rest, we must needs bind his Ascian soul, and then shatter it with overwhelming force. The former task requires Hesserite, and as such I have prepared, upon the actor's asking, no less, though 'twas ever my intent to provide said boon. The future whence our noble friends doth hail is world fallen to Ascian abscess, and he would not see such grim history repeated. And since such destruction will be culmination of Agaric's efforts, a word for all he hath endured these many years. Yet even as those strives into the jaws of pearl, forget not to but this fondest wish, and that of many others besides, is to see these survive unto the morrow. 'Tis in pursuit of happiness and outcomes that I pledge to remain at thy side. This sucks. I'm going to have to talk to each individual one like this. Our time in the First has been a never-ending succession of trials as arduous as our path in the Source ever was. Yet through all our journeys together, through that deep and forbidding wood, you have helped me stay true to my convictions. This I return the favor. Do as your heart desires, without hesitation or regret, and that is all I will say on the matter. Well, this has put everyone in a solemn mood, hasn't it? Honestly, we're not even sure if this will be the end of it. But I suppose we should speak our minds when we have the opportunity. You taught me much, that much is an almang. So forgive me for this moment of sentiment, Logan. By dragging me into this sorry mess, you've given me the chance to think and act as I should have, for Rain's sake. Words cannot express how much this has changed my life or how grateful I am for your support. So I shall express my gratitude through action instead. No matter where you decide to go, I will be there, guarding your back. When Maniplia entrusted me with her power, she warned me that no matter how strong you become, you can still fall victim to despair. You can still feel powerless. And she was right. After your class on Mount Gulg, my hands won't stop shaking. If I made a mistake, if I failed to bind the light within you, I was terrified you would die. Even now, you could be moments from turning, and I wouldn't know how to save you. You, Thancred, the others, you've all been there when I needed help. Maniplia surrendered her life to me, her legacy. I should be ready to do the same for you, and I want to. I do, but I'm not good enough. She told me to follow your example, and I've tried, really tried. Cries. Baby. I shouldn't. Not sure who you... Actually, never mind. I think the answer might be different for all of us. No, nothing will come of brooding here in self-pity. I made my decision. Logan, I'm going with you. Hey Arya, how's it going? How's your weekend been? You went to go visit that other person, didn't you? Welcome to the capital. All visitors must present an official writ of permission before admittance will be granted. Your documents appear to be in order. You may proceed into the capital, but any guests you may choose to bring with you must remain in your vicinity at all times. Oh, that's a bummer. So what happened?
This really is unacceptable. I gave you very specific instructions.
Emmett Selk.
My invitation was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation. Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you? And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
It is not he who is lost without the familiar. Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail, added a few unnecessary flourishes. Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiac will regain his full strength and shatter his prison. Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiac into existence. But what was it that you came here to do exactly?
You booked for the dance flight, but tomorrow? Same flight. You were supposed to go Thursday, weren't you? That's quite the delay.
One last do-or-die attempt to foil my plans before your mind dissolves into madness? How very, very heroic of you. In every single age, there is always someone who wants to stand up to the evil Asians. Always the same arrogance.
You've been there in Kansas? Oh, so your flight home got delayed?
The only rightful claim. Theirs the only existence worthy of preservation.
Oh, I see. Did you have a good time though?
Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason. You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed
It's okay.
to the ancients?
Well, that makes it sound like a bummer.
I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you, fought with you, grown ill,
If you like.
grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star.
I kind of figured. It's up to you if you want to, Arya. I'm not going to press you. If you want to, though, I'm willing to talk about it in Discord. If you don't, that's your right as well.
With Vorthri and his sin eaters taught you nothing. Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery?
Nope. Don't do it on stream, for sure.
Perpetuate this farce. How much more must I endure your bumbling
Personal things do not need to go in the stream. Not everyone needs to know that sort of stuff.
That the laws of reality are again undone and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other? Of course they wouldn't. And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy. I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us, and us alone.
Emmett Selk! We understand, truly, but it makes no difference. The ones you love are in the past, while ours are here in the present. One day, we too will be ashes and dust, but not today. Our time is not yet finished. We share your conviction, and that is why we will not abandon our course.
You think us the same? You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost? Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star.
That looks hot.
Behold, the coming oblivion. 'Twas the end of our era and the beginning of our great work. A fitting backdrop for your final judgment. I shall wait within, but do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
Amarat. Let's see if he will do it. This is the last quest of Shadowbringers. Give them a couple minutes here, and if nothing, we'll see if we can find people. Yeah, seeing if anyone in the free company want to join in. Thanks, Arya. Yeah, seeing if anyone wants to join in from the free company on this last quest here. That's what I'm waiting, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. We'll give them another minute here and then we'll start searching for a party. But after this, it'll be post Shadowbringers. Yeah, the kids and my wife got me a flat top for my grill, so that way I can swap out the grill for the flat top, so I can do things like smash burgers and stuff like that. So that's cool. No clue what we're going to do for dinner though. Okay, doesn't look like we're going to find anyone, so let's see if we can find a group. Give it like 5 minutes or so. And if nothing comes up, then we'll just do it with the NPCs. So far, almost 3 minutes in, I haven't found anyone to go. So probably going to end up being with NPCs. What was I just thinking? I really don't want to wait 15 minutes for it. Seeing average wait time is 15 minutes. Since we haven't found anyone yet. Alright, let's try with the NPCs. I'm not sure what I want for dinner. Kind of driving me nuts, to be honest.
Welcome to the final days of Amarok.
This is an actual dungeon, not just a battle.
The fabric of our star began to fray, and the unchecked energies of creation begat malformed beasts.
The nice thing about NPCs is they're going to do the right things for the situation. And you can copy what they're doing. But they're not going to be as strong. So things are going to go a lot slower. Well, that's a different bot that I'm used to seeing over in Kick. So I actually got the affiliate or whatever it is over at Twitch, are you? And I didn't realize it. It's been like that for a while, I guess. But now I'm getting bots saying, "Oh, your chat's not active. Get more." Instead of, "Oh, you're not affiliate. Get more followers here." Kick has so many bots, so that's how I got literally every follower over there. I can't do raids until I get, or unless I have 5 viewers over there.
Just as prayer gives rise to prideals, our dread made manifest our deepest fears.
Often it failed to heal me. Cool.
Give them a show! This is not... I will not hold back!
Arya around still? Thank you.
The land buckled. The cities burned. The waters ran red with blood.
Oh, they changed the view on you? That's rude of them. I have no clue what that view even looks like, really. You have access to a lot more, but you can still use a little help. So what do you have access to now?
Leave the healing to me.
I mean, I don't know what it was like beforehand. So.
with you.
Hey, kiddo. What's that? What does Mom say? I personally don't care. I know you like playing games. I love playing games. I'm playing games right now, bud. Where do you think you get it from? Someone else would type, I could show you I have limited mod abilities on mobile. Oh, that's cool.
I will not hold back.
Yet this was far from the worst of it. Come, and I will show you.
So pretty much just made so that way you could do whatever you can on a computer. I'm not buying that for you right now.
Further,
We'll see.
and you will see the end of a world.
I don't know, bud.
Valiant, protect me! Leave the healing to me.
So they're pretty much good changes that they gave them then. Yeah, just gotta get used to it.
The star was fading. We saw we had to weave its laws anew.
Gotta be more fluid.
But between us and our goal loomed a final misbegotten fiend.
Well, I didn't get that chest.
What chest?
I'm gonna game, bud. Oh, he'll let me get here. Sweet.
I will not hold back.
There's a button on your homepage for me that opens up mod view on mobile.
Leave the healing to me. I will not yield! Heaven is taken.
Well, that's not good. And I just fell off.
On your feet.
Apparently you can fall off on this.
Time to redeem myself. Leave the healing to me.
You can start protections. So you couldn't do that before on mobile.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater!
What, kiddo? Apple. P P APP, bud. Not P. APP. LE.
Well, well, you prevailed. Nevertheless,
Your performance was underwhelming, and I remain unconvinced of your worthiness. Oh, you tower over your misbegotten ilk, no doubt. But should I bring my full strength to bear, well, you would be as leaves in the wind. The gulf between us is a reflection of the disparity between the world as it was and what it has become.
worlds may not live up to your lofty standards, but they are our worlds, our homes, full of life and love and hope. And we won't stand by and let you destroy them!
Alize!
You are a mistake. For we who have known perfection, the shattered source and these shards are ghastly mockeries of the true world. The ephemeral lives you exalt are pale imitations, utterly devoid of meaning.
Belittle us all you like, but we will rise again and again, and give the lie to your insults through word and deed. We define our worth, not the circumstances of our creation.
More prattle.
An auto message area? What's that let you do?
Fool, who are you? No one, nothing. Once I have reclaimed my heritage, my first act will be to expunge your stain from history's weave. My world will have no need for heroes.
Still fighting the good fight.
It is true that all we hold dear is fated to fade away. But that is no reason for us to forsake it.
To take what steps we may, and thus mark the road for those who would follow. To strive for the best of all futures. Be this not also thy purpose?
Do not
Oh, that's
presume
cool.
to speak of my future.
And you? Why waste your final moments in futile defiance? Weary wanderer, you've no fight left to fight, no life left to live. You see, the light will not be denied.
Surrender to your fate, and let the transformation take you.
Rise up in madness and fury. Devour the vermin infesting the land which is rightfully ours. Now, Reed! Now!
Do that before, huh?
it. You have to hold on.
Who the heck is that? Oh.
If you had the strength to take another step, could you do it? Could you save our worlds? Take it. We fight as one. This world is not yours to end. This is our future. Our story.
No, it can't be. Ah, that trick of the light. You are a broken husk, nothing more. How can you hope to stand against me alone?
We stand together!
How? I'm surprised you can stand at all.
I could not well leave matters half finished. Let expanse contract, eon become instant. Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call!
Damn you! Damn you all! Very well. Let us proceed to your final judgment. The victor shall write the tale, and the vanquished become its villain. But come, let us cast aside titles and pretense, and reveal our true faces to one another.
Damn you, all dead.
Hades, he who shall awaken our brethren from their dark slumber.
Well, he knows all about hell. I'm going to be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Alright, we're back. No one from the free company wants to join us fall. So we'll just try to see if we can find anyone. Unfortunately, this one we can't do the NPCs, we actually need people, so we'll wait a bit, see what happens, and if nothing happens, then we'll probably just call it there for now. what? Don't know if we're gonna find anyone for this. What's up, kiddo? Yeah. No. Not like that. I don't know, but there's tunnels with gates, though. Alright, well, I think we're going to call it there then. We'll try this another time. Tomorrow won't be Final Fantasy. There's maintenance for starters, but the second all will probably be on Dune Awakening. Playing that some more. So let's see if we can find someone to raid here. You're in water world. Hmm. Sorry, this person. So we're gonna raid